We smoke with locally sourced the hardwood oak. Smoking is all about time and temperature.
For sure.
You dial that in, you're gonna have great barbecue.
When you live here year-round, I think you have to deal with some hardship inevitably. I mean, you know, it was snowing 2 weeks ago, so I feel like we all deserve to have some good food and some good drinks.
And I think we're trying to show people that they can get a great experience in like what a lot of people call the middle of nowhere, way up north here.
You can have both. It's not having one or the other. You can have that kind of rustic feeling of being here in the middle of nowhere, like Jeremy said, but you can still have some thoughtfully prepared, mindfully created food and drinks. I'm Mike LaMotte, owner of Fitzgerald's restaurant, and Cliffview bar up here.
I'm Jeremy Berryman, head chef at Fitzgerald's restaurant.
I grew up here in the Keweenaw. I was born actually in Eagle River. I've lived most of my life here.
Just like Mike, I grew up in a restaurant setting. My father owned a restaurant in the area, so I feel like I was destined to be in the kitchen.
Everything's better with a little bit of garlic.
I would describe Fitzgerald's as just a contemporary American restaurant, and the Cliffview is just a regular bar. It offers a little more than the average bar up here, but I think it's just a very accessible, comfortable bar to come have a drink and spend some time with friends. Fitzgerald started doing barbecue, I think, in 2011 or 2012. It really opened up some avenues here for a different audience to find the place, and that really helped kind of catapult us forward in terms of our growth and led us to do everything else that we've done since then. So we do a lot of traditional old-fashioned Manhattan to, more creative stuff like this Amaro Toddy here that this gentleman's having. It's a fun cocktail, especially on a chilly day. Yeah. For both of us, I think the restaurant is kind of a map of our lives, and as we grow, I think the restaurant grows along with us. And for the past few years, we've made an effort to do some bigger staff trips abroad.
With Mike's guidance, we've been able to open up our culinary creativity and traveling abroad, seeing a different culture, seeing different cuisine. It's been really inspiring, and it's been great to bring it back here for people in this area to enjoy.
As we grow and as our menu changes, I think the area is growing right along with it too. I've said for years that our competition isn't down the street, it's in Detroit, it's in Minneapolis and Chicago, because that's where a lot of our visitors come from. And so to have the luxury of either living here or being on vacation here, but still get some food and drinks that are inspired by and could stand up to scrutiny in those bigger markets, I think is the ultimate goal for us.
We'll do nightly specials every day. Different things, whatever we can source, different products, whatever's locally grown. Yeah, we like to put that on display.
I like to personally bring the experience to people that they really can't get anywhere else. I like to be different. When they taste my food, I really want them to know how much time and effort we put into creating these dishes and sourcing the ingredients. The farmers market in Keweenaw has grown significantly over the years. There's a lot more people farming. I personally know a lot of the farmers around here, so just being able to share their ingredients and putting them in our establishment for people to enjoy I think is a big thing for this community.
Even 5 years ago, if you had told me that we were going to be able to buy freshly grown greens in March in the Keweenaw, like that's crazy. But farms like Ghost House Farms and North Harvest, they just do an amazing job. It's super exciting to see what kind of doors, that kind of infrastructure being built up behind us open up for us and for the community, because having those good, fresh, local food options, it's the dream for all of us. I mean, everybody loves to imagine when you live up here, or if you're on vacation up here, that you're self-sufficient. You're kind of roughing it, and to have that kind of ecosystem growing up around us is amazing. And we've all slowly been coalescing on this vision of what we want this place to be and want it to offer. And I think anytime you find one place that has a group of people who have a shared vision that they're trying to express to the general public, I think that's always worthwhile. And I think there are plenty of places up here that are doing that. And as we try to push and do more, rising tide raises all ships. It's good for everybody. We talk a lot about Keweenaw pride up here. we should be proud of the food and drinks we put out too, because it's important. At the end of the day, like that's a great way to build on your community too, is to sit down, have a great meal, and have a drink, and just enjoy each other's company.